Welcome to this explainer. I am so glad you're here today. So, have you ever just stood up from drinking your morning coffee only for the entire room to suddenly tilt, sway, or just completely spin out of control? If you're a woman navigating midlife and you've suddenly started experiencing these random bouts of intense dizziness, you know it can be deeply unsettling. I mean, it's a mystery that leaves so many women feeling totally off balance, literally and figuratively. Naturally, your mind immediately goes to the absolute worst case scenarios, right? That internal panic sets in. You start asking yourself, wait, is this just a lack of sleep? Did I have way too much caffeine this morning? Or is this something far more serious? It is completely natural to feel that sudden flash of anxiety when your body just abruptly stops behaving the way you expect it to. Well, if you are a woman over 40, the true culprit might actually surprise you. And here is the absolutely crucial thing I want you to take away right from the very start. It is absolutely not in your head. It's a direct result of your shifting hormones. Today, we're breaking down the powerful link between perimenopause and vertigo. We're going to explore exactly why your internal balance system is suddenly tripping up, and most importantly, how you can get your feet back on solid ground. Section 1. Inside your inner ear. Okay, so deep inside your ear sits this incredibly delicate, highly complex structure called the vestibular system. Basically, think of it as your body's built-in gyroscope. It's constantly working behind the scenes, telling your brain exactly where you are in physical space, adjusting for gravity, and keeping you upright and balanced as you move through your day. It is just a remarkably precise piece of biological machinery. But here comes the biological plot twist. This is the piece of the puzzle that even a lot of doctors miss. Your inner ear contains a massive concentration of estrogen receptors. Yeah, estrogen isn't just a reproductive hormone. It actually has a profound physical presence directly inside your ear. Estrogen plays a quiet but honestly massive role in your day-to-day balance by managing two hidden jobs. First up, it regulates fluid balance. And second, it promotes healthy blood circulation throughout those incredibly delicate inner ear pathways. When your estrogen levels are steady, these systems run flawlessly. But as we know during perimenopause, your estrogen levels don't just gently and predictably slide down. Instead, they fluctuate wildly from day to day. It is a true hormonal roller coaster. And minutes before a spinning episode hits, estrogen often takes a sharp, sudden dip. It's those exact sudden dips that completely disrupt the inner ear fluids and cause minor, but really impactful changes in local blood flow. Because of that sudden fluid disruption, your vestibular system gets completely confused. It starts firing off these chaotic, mismatched signals to your brain. It literally tells your brain that you are moving, spinning, or falling, even when you're just sitting perfectly still in a chair. So your eyes are saying, hey, we're still, but your inner ear is screaming that you're moving. That mismatch right there, that is the exact cause of the dizziness. Section 2. Identifying your dizziness type. This hormonal equilibrium shift generally manifests in three distinct sensations. See if any of these sound familiar to you. First, there's true vertigo. This is that distinct, really intense spinning sensation where it feels like the actual room is whirling around you. Second is lightheadedness. Now, this feels more like a floating, disoriented sensation, almost like you might faint if you don't sit down immediately. And third is disequilibrium. This is just a general, clumsy unsteadiness on your feet. Imagine trying to walk smoothly on the deck of a moving boat. That is exactly what disequilibrium feels like. What makes this even trickier to navigate is that these dizzy episodes often peak right alongside other classic hormonal symptoms. You might feel a sudden hot flash coming on, followed by a massive wave of anxiety. Or you might experience a strange ringing in your ears, tinnitus. When these happen together, it's a glaring sign that your hormones are the ones pulling the strings. Section 3. Immediate relief and prevention. So, what do we do about it? We can break this down into a highly effective, actionable two-step plan for fast relief. Step 1 tackles your internal balance, and Step 2 tackles the physical mechanics of the ear. Let's start with Step 1, because the fluid in your inner ear is intensely sensitive to your overall hydration. Even a tiny drop in your body's water levels can trigger an attack. Seriously, you need to hydrate constantly. Keep water with you all day long. And at the same time, keep your blood sugar stable by eating smaller, protein-rich meals. Sudden blood sugar crashes cause rapid blood pressure drips, and that makes perimenopause dizziness exponentially worse. Step 2 is the Epley maneuver. If your vertigo specifically triggers when you turn your head a certain way, or maybe when you lie down in bed, it might be due to tiny calcium particles shifting out of place in your inner ear channels. A physical therapist can show you, or honestly, you can do a quick search online to learn a really simple series of head movements called the Epley maneuver. It gently guides those rogue particles back where they belong, and it can often stop the spin in just minutes. Section 4. Long-term nutritional support. Beyond those daily lifestyle adjustments, the real key here is supporting those inner ear pathways directly. Because our inner ears are so uniquely vulnerable to the inflammation and circulatory drops that come with these hormonal shifts, giving your body targeted nutritional support can be an absolute game changer. Adding specific botanical antioxidants and circulation boosters can really soothe that inflammation and protect those delicate vessels. A lot of women actually find sustainable relief with a natural targeted supplement called Autofort. It uses over 20 premium ingredients to directly address the root causes of this inner ear discomfort. For example, it's got green tea extract, which actively improves blood flow directly to those inner ear pathways. It has grapeseed, which is just packed with antioxidants for cellular protection. Capsicum annuum supports a healthy inflammatory response. And it includes GABA, which is amazing because it helps calm the nervous system, easing that wave of anxiety that so frequently triggers or worsens a vertigo episode. If you're looking for a natural way to support your balance, protect your hearing, and finally hush that underlying inner ear chaos, I've actually put an exclusive discount link for Autofort down in the description below this explainer, so you can easily check it out for yourself.
Section 5. When to seek medical help.
Now, while midlife hormonal shifts are an incredibly common cause of dizziness, you absolutely must always consult a healthcare professional to rule out other issues if your symptoms raise any red flags. Please go see a doctor if your vertigo is unusually severe, if it's continuous without any breaks, or especially if it's paired with things like slurred speech or blurred vision. Always listen to your body and get checked out if something feels deeply wrong. But for the vast majority of us, going through this transition, the secret is pretty simple. Stay properly hydrated, track your cycles so you can actually anticipate those hormonal fluctuations, and give your inner ears the right targeted nutrients. Doing these 3 things is the absolute best way to stop the spin and finally reclaim your day. So I'll leave you with this thought. Now that you know the spin isn't just in your head, it's biological, it is hormonal, and it's treatable, how will you support your inner ear today? Let me know in the comments below if you've ever dealt with these unexpected symptoms. And be sure to subscribe for more midlife wellness explainers. Remember, you have the power to find your balance again. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you next time.